How's everyone doing? If anybody can see me, go ahead and type one on the live chat. How's everybody doing? Do I have anyone here? Let's see. We'll discuss for a little bit what future stuff I might be putting out, but I want to see people talking first. If anyone wants to join me, hang on. Go ahead and get that out of the way. There we go. Anyone wants to hop in, they're more than welcome to. This is your invite. Like I said, I want to see who is here before I really start jabbering too much. You're watching. Anybody want to start talking, or do I just have lurkers here? All right. There we go. Right, let's see here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I see you now. Sorry about that. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I was going to say I'm going to be releasing some content, a few stories possibly, but I'm also going to be releasing further movie reviews and cryptid-related content. I'm not changing it up too much, but I also want to hear what people have to say about what they want within reason. I do have an audience, and I do try to, or I can definitely give out to that audience. So, what exactly would you guys like me to start covering? That's what I want to know. And don't worry about the dog; he's out of the way. He's fine. He just ain't thrilled about being locked up, but it is what it is. In order for me to do what I'm doing, I have to. He'll get over it. Don't worry about him. So, what exactly you guys want me to cover? That's what I'm needing to know. Well, I'm going to start covering things that are more in the way of. I'm actually planning on covering a few things from Mexican legend the next few weeks. I plan on covering more paranormal stuff from that, encrypted related stuff. Since I live near the border right now, I'm thinking that might be a good. I'm into different things. I'm into different things. Like I said, I'm going to start covering uh, mainly uh, stuff from mainly from Mexican folklore, also from um, local area down here. I'm going to start covering a lot of legends, probably everything from La Llorona to a couple other things. I haven't really touched on a lot of that. I've touched on a fair bit lately of little stories, Japanese oriented stories and stuff like that. I want to kind of branch out to other things that I don't necessarily know as well. Kind of push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. That's what I plan on getting into lately. That's really what I plan on starting to cover. Oh yeah. Also, hang on real quick. Give me a minute. If anybody, one second. Give me a second here. Something. Trying to. Oh, here we go. My paper. If anyone wants to, hey, give me maybe some smokes or some coffee, this is my PayPal. I'll appreciate it. Believe me, it is There we go. All right, there is my PayPal. And my, hang on real quick. No, I gotta bring this information up. Yeah, my Cash App is, hang on. There we go. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Anyway, moving on past all that. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot more things. Also, I'm also going to start doing African related lore and cryptids too. That's what I'm going to start doing. Kind of like I said, I've been covering a lot of stuff from Europe, here in the States, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and go a little further outside of the box, so to speak. Just different things when it comes to that. My stories, I'm not quite sure yet, but when it comes to my normal videos, I plan on covering stuff like I said. Um, yes, I am going to do conspiracy theories. I need to start doing that. That's a very good idea. Matter of fact, I will start doing that. I think that maybe what's going to be my next video. I just have to be very careful on that because doing conspiracy theories is a good way to have your channel vanish, if you know what I mean. I've got to be careful with that. Believe me, that's actually one of my biggest, more favorite things. I love doing stuff like that, but I have to be careful, especially with everything that's been going on since 2020. If you know what I'm talking about. Everything's gone to shit like you wouldn't believe. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some excellent stuff I can cover, but I've got to be careful. But I'm fairly aware of how YouTube works, so I should be able to hopefully not trip off the algorithm with that. So, like I said, I have to be careful. It's a very small channel. But yes, there are many conspiracies I'd love to cover. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Anyway, yes, I'm definitely going to start covering that. Uh, I want to do things on current events, but again, you have to be so careful now because you say the wrong kind of thing, you can there's all kinds of problems. Like I said, I have to watch my own. I'm doing good, Snyder. I'm doing very good. I was gonna say you can take a look and let's see if anybody wants to bear with me here. Oh, here we go. This is my information. If anybody wants to give me a hand, it would be appreciated. Yeah, no shit. We're talking about everything, Cowie, to a degree. I'm talking about anything from mainly what people were wanting me to put out. And X and Rave there said conspiracy theories. That's a good idea. I'm going to start putting that stuff out, but I have to be careful. Like I said, because I'm not exactly in the mood to have my channel banned. So I got to be very careful with that. But definitely, I plan on doing more things and probably putting things more on current events too. Like I said, I'm definitely going to keep stuff cryptid related. I'm probably going to be spreading things when it comes to that. I'm putting a lot of Mexican legends and folklore and stuff from Africa. I think will be very interesting, to say the least. I think that would be very entertaining in itself. But also, like I said, I'm going to be covering conspiracies. I think that was actually a good idea. I'm going to do that. Yeah, like I said, cryptids is one thing. Conspiracies can get you in trouble, so you got to be careful with that. If as long as I word things properly, I should be fine. Like I said, it is a good idea. Um, Definitely. Like I said, if I can do that, I think, and these are good ideas. I'm not going to be doing this very long. Like I said, I'm just going to be doing this maybe for 10, 15 more minutes, and I'm going to shut everything down. So I think D's going to be doing something tonight, so you guys want to check him out. I know Big Homie put up something earlier. I want to say a few hours ago. It was pretty interesting about aliens, and definitely something related. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that too, and yeah, I definitely might do that. I'm not really into that, but if people are interested in that, I'll be glad to, within reason, work on that. I mean, I do like. I mean, I've seen enough UFOs and weird shit. I mean, there ain't no reason for me not to. Hell, I saw one not too long ago. I don't know what the hell it was. I thought it was. I think it was actually probably something like a comet or something. I'm not familiar with that, but I'll take a look at it. Did not know about that. Learn something new every day. I will look at that. It's actually something I want to take a look at right now. As a matter of fact, give me a minute. Bear with me. I'm on a slow as hell laptop. So, okay, ammonium nitrate. Huh? Let's take a look at that. Train ammonium nitrate. Oh wow. The fuck? Oh hell no. Oh wow. Yeah, I was looking at that. That is nuts. Where the hell was this? It was about train. Let me look at this. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oh wow. Damn. Yeah, I mean, they were saying it's like a natural, or basically maybe some kind of error, which is possible, but that right there, yeah, that's suspicious to me. It's kind of like it was when Obama, I think, was in control of things. He was the president. That was supposedly, I want to say, near the border where there was a bunch of weapons and shit missing too. Yeah, right. I see exactly where you're going with that. Yeah, it's more than that. It's more like it's telling me 60,000 right here what I'm reading, and it's NBC News. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, old lamestream media can be full of crap, but at the same time, with stuff like this, they're fairly accurate. They ain't got much to hide. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That right there is something that you could wipe a small town off the map. That's insane. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's just nuts, man. Yeah, stuff like this I need to start covering. I need to start looking at things like this. I need to start keeping my feelers open. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When it comes to doing what I do, I tend to, on my own time, I try to keep that stuff out of my head. I have enough crazy shit going on up here as it is, and I ain't needing help. Unless, of course, yeah, exactly. I mean, you guys already know Big Homie has me doing things, but other than that, I usually keep anything abnormal or anything like that to myself. But definitely something to take a look at. I think I mean if you guys are asking for it, I'd be glad to start doing some research, which is easy enough for me to do. I've experience with it. It's easy enough after all the things I've done, looking for shit. Okay, I mean that's not a bad idea. I'll start looking for conspiracy theories and things like that current that's going on. Definitely, yeah. Union Pacific. That is crazy. Yeah, you could easily. Yeah, if something goes bad, you're gonna know where it's coming from real quick, like real quick. Hang on here. I'm going to put my stuff up again because I'm just shameless like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see. Yes. Also, let's see here. Uh, yeah, you can definitely vaporize a small city and then some. That's crazy. That is, that's nuts. That, I don't know why the hell they would want to be doing shit like that. Hang on. Let's see what's going on out here. Uh, Now, just my neighbor cutting the grass. I want to see what the hell was going on out there. But yeah, I'll cover things like that. Um, I need to start going back to some of my ghost related stuff too. I definitely think that'd be a good idea to start covering stuff. I'll definitely start doing that. I need to. I also need to start doing more shorts. I noticed I had one when when I started putting out about this, they were saying that um, they were saying I had like over 1,000 views on that one. That's good. So I need to start doing stuff like that more. Maybe seeing more shorts and things. I want to try to get this channel not necessarily monetized, but a lot more active. I get you guys already know. Thanks to you guys, I get small donations and things. Of course, doing what I do and all that. That's not a problem. But I'm not in a rush. Leave it at that. But I definitely want this channel to grow. I like to spread what little knowledge I have. So definitely. So other than conspiracies and different things. What would you guys like me to I'm gonna start covering more UFO things. What else would y'all like to hear about? I can't really help the weed eater. Sorry about that. Or anything else you guys would like to hear about? Hmm? Anything at all? Bear with me. Sorry. That might help. Let's see. So I have a basic idea of what am I. I've been hearing about that too. I'm definitely going to look that up. UFO crash in Vegas is something I'm definitely going to take a look at. Definitely. I think that might be good. Definitely. I'm going to go ahead and cover that. I've been hearing a lot about that. I've been hearing a little bit about that. Yeah, I know. I think I want to. Let's see. UFO crash. Let's see. I want to know it did. But yeah, I've been thinking about this. There's been a lot of. Yeah. I'm kind of suspicious on that one. I think that may. I'm not going to say it ain't real, but I'm going to be honest. I've been paying attention to it a little bit, and there's two sources that I do pay attention to that are saying, eh. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it because I think that actually that'll be the next one I cover is the UFO in Vegas because honestly that can give me some good views. But at the same time, I might take a look at it. Definitely. No, you guys are helping me more than you know, so that'll work. Anyway, that'll definitely cover a lot. Definitely, not even a won't be any issue with that. Okay, that'll work. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And like I said, you guys want to go? Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right here. Let's see if I can look up some pictures or something. Maybe some images. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Hmm, that's crazy. Hang on. 4 hours ago, across this. Yeah, I'm looking at things right here. It's crazy. Right now, because things are kind of going slow right now, I have not really been looking for anyone with dogman stories. Once I'm given the green light, I'll start doing that. Right now, it's kind of hurry up and wait, at least for now. But I will once I get the chance. Believe me, I know where to look. Believe me, when it comes to dogman stories, I know exactly where to look. Unfortunately, the wells of information for that, you kind of have to be careful because you have a lot of guys that, to be honest, ain't being truthful. And it's hard sometimes to tell the speaking of the truth, it's kind of hard to tell the difference right now. But once I'm given the green light, I will definitely start looking for that. On my own time, I probably could. I mean, I can definitely put more Dogman related content, but like I said, I try to be more broad than just Dogman, as you guys know. But I'll definitely start looking some stuff up. I can easily, from my own personal, yes and no. It does. But me personally, I've not really done a lot of knowing about me personally. I've not seen anything, but I've talked to a couple of people. Also, heard stories from people who live near where I'm at who've said they've seen Dogman. There's been a lot of stories of just stuff on Reddit. I've seen Facebook that says this area near the around the border has a lot of those kind of sightings. To be honest with you, so yeah, and yeah, I'm aware the cops is something of a report of something crashing in Vegas. I'm very aware of that. I was looking at images right here. Let me see if I can maybe put something up. Hang on. Yeah, there's even a Yeah, there actually is crazy. If you guys want to take a look at it, I'm, there we go. Let me see if I can put this up. That's interesting. Amish witchcraft. I wouldn't be surprised. It would shock me, but I'll tell you right now. At the same time, it wouldn't. The Amish are connected to some old world roots. Of course, you have, and of course, with Catholicism, you have stuff like that that's not too hidden at all when it comes to, you know, sorcery and things like that. So you got to be. My point is, human nature is simply when you bring a new belief in, a lot of times, to keep things from being too chaotic for the locals or whatever, they'll allow them to keep some of the old culture or the old beliefs in with the new religion. So, that was kind of the case as it was with Catholicism. A lot of, especially when Christianity was taken in by the Roman Empire, people don't understand that. It's pretty much the same. So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know much about Amish culture, but I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of was the same thing with them. And of course, hell, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. I'm pretty sure if someone was discovered doing that by most of the people, they'd be shunned or worse. I don't think they're going to tolerate something like that in the Amish community, but I'll take a look at that. That's interesting. It's crazy. It's very crazy. But I believe it's possible. It's not probable. There's something going on. Definitely. Hell, you got even in Protestant Christianity, you have very thinly, veiled occult practices. If you get my drift. So, yeah, it's something you really have to pay attention to. Well, let me tell you, I've stepped into it. When I was a teenager, I stepped into a cult. Yeah, not fun, not cute. Oh, hell no. So there you go. Um, I may cover that. That's actually fascinating. Oh yeah, of course. They're very secretive for a reason. So I'm not surprised about that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some serious pagan stuff going on with that. I'm just saying it's a lot more diverse and widespread than people give it credit for. Just saying. It's a lot more than people think. Yeah, it's interesting. And I was reading something about this weird crap in Hollywood just not even a couple hours ago. Yeah, all that stuff is just insane. It really is. There we go. Hang on, guys. Like I said, if y'all can help me get some just minor stuff, like I said, I'm not after anything too crazy, but if y'all can help me get some smokes or hell, even a coffee or whatever, it'll be appreciated. Anyway, just trying to think here. Uh, oh wow. Hmm. I'll take a look at that. Hang on. Folk magic. Huh. I would not be surprised. That makes sense. There was you know what? There was oh yeah, that's old hat right there. But that's actually, there's a show I used to like to watch all the time until they got stupid with it. And that was American Horror Story. Now, there was one season I liked, which had, uh, it had, the story of Roanoke and a lot of that stuff going on. You had a lot of the settlers getting involved with some very wicked shit. And yeah, it was a mess. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's old folk magic, what you're talking about. I would not be surprised they brought a lot of that with them. Of course, hell, take a look at it's like with different types of occult when it comes to stuff from Haiti, Africa, which is in the heart of Louisiana, Mississippi. Hell, even yeah, of course, I'm talking about like Haitian witchcraft, hoodoo, all that stuff, Santeria, which of course is it's all mixed in some scary stuff on that end. So I wouldn't be surprised if some folks, well, of course, folks from Europe, are going to be bringing witchcraft from Europe over here. So it makes a lot of sense. This, I might actually take a look at that. That's actually interesting, but I need to be careful. I'm very careful when I cover stuff like that because I ain't in the mood to be having problems around where I'm at either. You have to understand the power of intent even when you do research. You got to be real prayed up for that stuff. And I definitely would need to do that before I even think of doing research on that. But it's something worth looking at. Definitely. Definitely. I definitely will check that out. Yeah, and Hollywood's had satanic roots from the beginning. I think back in the day, there were people that kept it in control, them under check. But now, of course, for most of them people dead and gone, yeah, it's literally become hell on earth. I'm right back. All right, guys, I'm not going to be on much longer, but if there's anything else you would like to talk about, feel free to. Believe me, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on suggestions. Oh, yeah, if you guys ain't had a chance, check out a story I released. It's called The Broken Saga. It's pretty good. It is canonical to a degree. It's loosely connected to another story I had called Tanaka's Ambition. It's also connected to the Able Founder series, and of course, which of course is loosely related to different things like Werewolf Hunter, Unforgiven, The Handlers. They're all loosely connected. If you guys listen to my stuff, but it's also good as standalone. I would advise y'all to listen to it. It's about the price of not really paying attention and valuing those who are close to you. Many parents don't appreciate their kids. Many kids don't appreciate their parents. And sometimes the ones that are the most broken of us have the best luck or the worst luck in things. Just a thought. It's kind of a set of stories. The Broken Saga and Tanaka's Ambition focuses on Japanese folklore quite a bit. Also, I have another story that's not canonical, but it was an earlier version of the Broken Saga that I did called Nine Tales of Terror. It's a lot more detailed, but it's also harder to follow. So I would advise y'all, if you're bored, listen to that one. But if you really want the good updated version, listen to the Broken Saga. That'll have a lot more understanding. But I am kind of curious, what kind of stories do people want to hear from me? What kind of stuff do you want me to release on that? That's what I'd like to know. Anything further on certain things? That's what I really want to know to a degree. What kind of stories do you guys want me to turn out? What would be a good suggestion? Because I'm open within reason. What's going to happen is I just won't be able to do it. That's what I'm curious about. Believe me, I'd love to know about that one. Because I have a couple of ideas that I'm going to do, but I'm not quite certain that I will without some feedback. Because I want to hear what y'all have to say first before I just go ahead and, throw stuff out. Because the one I have an idea about, I'm just going to release. Unless I have other ideas first. Yes, it is. They are related. They're two versions of the same thing. Broken Saga, they're both Japanese and they both have they have the same characters to a degree. But the Broken Saga is the more streamlined version of Night Tales. It's less confusing, if you know what I mean. But like I said, if you're bored and you want a little more detail, listen to Nine Tales of Darkness. But it's not. I'm just letting you know, not canonical to what I did release when it comes to the Broken Saga. Now, some of the characters are the same and all that because, again, like I said, I was like, okay. The only reason I released Nine Tails is because I had already done the work on it, but I wasn't satisfied with it. There are some reviews. So basically, I just said all I know to when it comes to that. Let me go ahead and check on. I think there were some reviews. Hang on, let me see. The Yeti. I know there were some likes, but I'm not sure if there were any reviews on it. Let me see. Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. Stupid phone. Like I said, I have to kind of multitask because on this laptop I can freeze stuff if I'm not careful. One comment. They said it was good. That's appreciated. uh, but yeah, like I said, um, again, Hexen, if you, well, I just told you, the Broken Saga and Tanaka's Ambition are the ones I would advise listening to first because they are connected to a degree, mildly. One of the characters from Tanaka's Ambition is featured in the Broken Saga. Her name's Emiko. The other one, of course, I would advise you maybe to listen to that one first and then listen to the Broken Saga for it to make more sense. And of course, the Broken Saga has characters like Abel, Timothy, who are from the Werewolf Hunter series. It has those. But as for Nine Tails of Darkness, it's like I said, it's kind of it's more detailed, but it doesn't have anything what I said. It just has the characters from the Broken Saga. That's it. So basically, the Broken Saga is a streamlined version of Nine Tails of Darkness, if you know what I'm saying. That's the best way I know to say it. But if you want to listen to all of them, I would advise you to listen to Tanaka's Ambition first, and then the Broken Saga for it to make sense. And then, once you have all that, listen to Nine Tails of Darkness just to say, okay, I kind of see where it was a prototype for the finished product. Is what I'm saying. That way it would make sense for you. And yeah, I got some reviews for the Yeti. They liked it. I'm not sure. Hang on here. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be definitely something that I might look into. I might look into more harmonoid type cryptids. I've been doing that lately anyway. Definitely. Yes, you wanted to ask me is the Broken Saga related to the Broken One in Nine Tails? Yes, it is. The Broken One and the Broken Path are part one and two of the Broken Saga. Okay, just so you know that. Broken One and then the Broken Path. And the Broken Saga, of course, is basically both of them so people can have an easier understanding of, or easier time of listening to it. That way they don't have to jump from one to the other. That was the best way I know to say it. I'm thinking about doing some short stories. This is what I'm probably going to do. Maybe some more creepypasta style stories. I hate that term, but it is what it is. Maybe like 10-minute stories here and there. I don't know yet. Like I said, I used to not write. I do now. I also have tools that help me when it comes to that to kind of get things from here onto paper, if you want to call it that. So there you go. So is there any kind of cryptid you guys would like me to cover other than Dogman or Bigfoot? How about that? Anybody? Hang on. If anyone wants to hop on, hang on real quick. There we go. I guess I'll stay on a little longer. So we're getting a lot more response than I realized. Hang on real quick. Okay. Anyone wants to hop on? Well, welcome to. Okay. Oh, that'll be the next two things I'm going to do UFO crash, and I'll look into some of the water critters. That's a good idea. I'll definitely take a look at that. Definitely. I've done a few, but not too many. So that's not a bad idea. That'll be out of my comfort zone a little bit. That's a very good idea. I'll do that. definitely. Get that taken care of. So this is what I'm gonna do. When it comes to future related stuff, I'm gonna be doing first off that UFO crash. I'm gonna start doing conspiracies too. I'm gonna start, and then I'll do some water related cryptids. And I'm also gonna be covering a lot of stuff, as I said, Mexican folklore, African folklore, things like that, and more conspiracy related content. When it comes to my stories, like I said, I'm not that I've heard. That's that one. What you're talking about has been around for a while. There's been a lot of stories about mermaids around that area for a very long time, as a matter of fact. So I'm not surprised one bit. The Islanders and stuff have a lot of stories. I mean, we're talking some really crazy stuff when it comes to that kind of thing. Speaking of, that reminds me, there's a show I would recommend you guys watch. If you like conspiracies and different things like that. It was a web series. I'm trying to think. It was called Broken Saints. It was a very interesting. It was. I forgot how it was done. I want to say it was done through Flash animation or similar. I used to have the I used to have the DVD set. Oh wow, Christ! Let me look at that. That's crazy. I'm not surprised, but okay. Take a look. Hang on. Also, here's something to think about, guys. When it comes to a lot of those sightings, I'm not saying it's not a factual thing, but you got to think about what's been in Hollywood too. You've been having a lot of talk with the Little Mermaid. Hell, just recently, Mermaid. I have a couple of friends who were into that weird crap. So you got to think on that. My point is this: what's in the mind sometimes can be pushed to reality. So they will want to see something. They may have been seeing something, all right. Because you have to understand just how powerful the mind is when you have several hundred thousand or even a couple of million people thinking about something. It can definitely be pushed into reality. People just don't understand how much psychic potential is up here. I mean, I'm just saying, people don't know. Let me tell you, I do. And it's something that's really, really, really something to think about. Now, definitely, it is something. It's possible that something like that could exist down there. There's been stories of all kinds of creatures under the water, but I'm just saying that it's just the timing. That's all I'm saying. That's all. It's crazy. Something like that. That would just be no, thank you. Also, there's a dude that covers a lot of this stuff. If y'all want to give him a chance, he goes. But his name is Jay Woodward. He has a thing called Woodward TV. I'm subscribed to him. He's very, very good at how he does things. Dude's very interesting, to say the least. A lot of his content's top notch. It's something to take into consideration. I have a basic idea, thanks to you guys, of what I'm going to be doing, and I appreciate it a lot. Believe me, help me come up with a plan. Believe me, I'm not going to disappoint. Thank y'all very much for that. What kind? I was gonna say. I'm trying to think. When it comes to stories, like I said, I'm gonna be releasing a lot more. Possibly, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about releasing more short content. And I'm definitely going to be putting a lot more shorts in general up anyway, just to really think about it. Oh yeah, and just for a heads up, Hexen, if you say you like Japanese stuff. I try to put stuff when it comes to these stories. Yeah, we don't have any cute, scantily clad fox girls. They're a lot more closer to legend and folklore. They're not cute. Just leave it at that. Beautiful, yes. Cute, no. And definitely not ditzy. More like dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Just leaving it at that. So, okay, I have a basic idea. Is there any more? I'm about to end this, but is there any more ideas people are wanting me to listen to, or if you have something to speak up, because I'll be glad to see what I can do. Y'all have helped me quite a bit, and I appreciate that. Let's hear it. It's hot here. I'll do that too. That's a very good idea. Uh, there is quite a bit. Also, you have a lot of stuff like I'm not a big fan of ancient astronauts because they always try to push their agendas or whatever. But they have some. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's. I'm going to do that. Also, after, like I said, it's going to be kind of a stepping stone because of all the stuff y'all have told me. I'm going to do things in order as best I can. But yes, I think you guys might like. I think that'll be a good idea. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of stuff in. Think about this. You know, of course, it's mentioned in Ancient Aliens, but also, or I'm trying to think. There's a lot of stuff in like Hindu parts, things like that, where you have people supposedly the gods or whatever on flying things, and of course you also have even with Chinese lore, you have I think it was Sun Wukong, I think the monkey god or whatever he was, flying around on a cloud. I mean, of course, Dragon Ball Z has really put that out there, but I'm just saying it's something that is interesting, something to really, yeah, I think I'll look into that. Definitely. That's a good one. All right, guys, one more time here. Bear with me. Y'all want to give me a hand a couple of times here? Just one final time. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about the dog. That can't be helped. There we go. If y'all want to give me a hand with a couple of things, it'd be appreciated. Of course, I'm doing this as a labor of love. I'm not going to be a greedy bastard like that. So I'm going to go ahead and about to sign off, but if there's any other ideas, let me hear them real quick. I'll give you about 5 minutes before I get out of here. Let me know. He's a very good dog. He's very well behaved. He's a basset hound. Very, very well behaved. He's fairly noisy sometimes, but for the most part, of course, he likes to snoop where he shouldn't, but that's a dog, period. But overall, yeah, he's a very good little companion. I enjoy him, let me tell you. So go ahead and about 3 more minutes. But no, what really hit me pretty good was I need to do more conspiracies. I definitely need to do that. Without a hitch, I definitely need to do that. Most definitely. Oh yeah, there's a series that I haven't even thought about it. If you guys like westerns, let me see if I can look it up. Hang on, guys. Let me see something. forgot the name of it. It's something I did a while back. Oh, it's called The Gunman. The series of it's like a five-part series. It's uh, it's a western series that I did called The Gunman. It's kind of based. I got the idea from watching a couple of music videos with some rock bands that I like, and of course, old stuff like High Plains Drifter, of course, the movie The Crow, things like that. I got the idea from that. If you guys, oh, you did. Nice. I'm glad you. Okay, I didn't know if you had or not. That's awesome. I'm glad you did. Normally, I wouldn't bring that one up, but because it's one of my favorites, but it's not really a niche which many people enjoy. So yeah, I'm glad you guys did. That was one of my favorites actually. Ironically, the stuff I love to do the most is what people don't really seem to have a much viewing desire for. The most recent ones, of course, because I love Japanese culture and I have, I always like anime and manga and just different things and just I usually try to have a character of a male that is strong and very much capable of things, but I also like to portray sometimes the character as vulnerable. So that's why I decided to do the Broken Saga. And of course, Night of the Darkness, when you listen to that one, like I said, listen to that one last, moving on from that. But that's why I did it, because I wanted to try to do something outside of the box. That's one of actually my favorite. And Unforgiven's another one. Of course, the main character is fairly strong himself, so that ain't. But for some reason, I just like vampires. So, like I said, my favorites would be, of course, the Jap. Like I said, Tanaka's Ambition, Broken Saga, etc., etc. Those are because the most recent ones, they're probably my favorites. But then I like the Gunman, of course, Unforgiven. I've loved doing that one. But they seem to be my least favorite ones. Everyone seems to love the Werewolf Hunter and all that stuff, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, I love doing Werewolf Hunter. The Handlers actually had a pretty high viewing compared to some. So that one was fun to do also. But at the same time, I tend to like I said, a lot of my niches, which I really enjoy, are different from the norm. Which is how it is. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the Gunman. That one was fun. I've always loved westerns since I was a little boy. And I grew up on westerns. So yeah, of course. The one. Uh, well, I kind of have. Oh, you mean like shapeshifter instead of a werewolf? I could try that. Um, like I said, I've done different classes of shapeshifter. Hell, ironically, you have a couple. Yeah, believe me, in the streamlined version of my story, let me explain something. Bear with me, brain to mouth. In the Broken Saga, you have Kitsune one. She's Temamu no Mei, which was the most famous one. She was of course, shape changer in that respect. And of course, Nine Tails of Darkness actually split that character into two. Just to kind of test, originally that's what it was. Like I said, I streamlined everything. So I've done quite a bit of stuff on Kitsunes and things like that. Werewolves, of course. Uh, I might, like, when you're talking about just a plain old shapeshifter story, I might actually do that. That actually is not a bad idea. I'll see what I can do. Maybe a changeling is what you would call it. I might see what I can do on that. That actually gives me ideas. That may not be a bad thing. What do you mean shapeshifter? Are you talking about a shapeshifter, or you mean more like the Native American type, like a skinwalker, is the old term would be? Is that what you're talking about? Or you mean just the old legend of the shapeshifter? Which one are you talking about? Go ahead and let me know that, and I'll figure it out from there. Bear with me. Sometimes the spot replies in this owl shifters. I'll look that up. What I'm gonna do, because all this stuff saves on YouTube. I'll be able to look. I should be able to look through all the live chats without any drama. So I'm hoping I can anyway. But if not, I should remember most of this. Let me go and write this stuff down because I won't remember it. Hang on. From here. First thing is going to be UFO. Vegas. Next thing is going to be conspiracies. And water. Hang on. Water cryptids. UFOs in general. Let's see. Shape changer. Quick. And this will be subjects for content. There we go. That one is both. It's mainly native. It's indigenous. I don't know much about Mexican folklore having that, but there's something with that. Definitely. I'm going to put that up. That's definitely something I'll look into. But yes, you definitely have indigenous folklore, like Indian, Native American. When it comes to owl shifters. Matter of fact, the owl is a very powerful symbol just about all cultures, which to me is very interesting. Very powerful, supposed spirit animal. So it's something I'll look at. Definitely. Yes, I'll definitely do something about shapeshifters. It might be not generic, but it might because you guys already know I tend to do science fiction and fantasy a lot of times too. So it might be something related out of that, but I'll definitely look into something. I have ideas. Just giving me thoughts. I tend to like doing stories about things which people think, hey, I can go ahead and work with this when it bites them in the ass. So I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But it is about that time, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to go ahead and put this info one more time up if y'all want to give me a hand with this. A couple of minor things. Like I said, it's no big thing, but still going to put it up. And cash out. Oh, hang on. I've been putting up, you know what? I've been putting up the, 1 second, guys. I botched up on the IC. PayPal is, hang on. It ain't that one. Hang on. It's 1-3. Give me a minute. Okay. At Westvic 137. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put, there we go. Hang on. So I'm going to put this one up one last time if y'all want to help via PayPal. It's always the Westvic 137 at or dollar or wherever you want to go. There's 137 is what it is. I'm going to put the Cash App just to not be confusing people. Oh, like I said, if no one has anything, I don't give a crap. I do this because I enjoy it. I appreciate y'all for watching. All right, you guys, I appreciate everything y'all have done. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and bail, but I appreciate y'all. Be careful. And I'm gonna probably try to do something like this next weekend too. I'm gonna start doing more of these. Definitely because I need to start interacting with my viewers more. It's only fair and it's only right. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe. All right. Thank y'all very much.